Hello, friendos. Emily here with a 10K build challenge. Basically, the challenge of this video is to build a lot that is 10,000 simoleons or less. So, actually, I should go ahead and turn this on so I can see right there how much my lot is. It's important to make sure that the lot is the value, not just, the house. Because my original idea was to basically get a sim, make sure they have 10,000 and go to town. That wasn't going to work. I mean, I guess it could work if I was putting in the work. Work. So much work words. So the rules of this challenge are I must have the entire lot stay below 10,000 simoleons. There must at least be one separate bedroom in the house and one separate bathroom. So I can't do like a studio apartment type dealio. It has to have at least 3 defined rooms. I can't use custom content, which I don't have any custom build content anyways. There are some mods I have, but I don't know if they're necessarily going to cause issues for the technicalities. It's just stuff like it lets me put things on top of the fridge and such. And I can use every expansion or game pack stuff I bought, which is not much. I really do want more. I need more. And then there's some minimum object requirements, but I'll probably more go over that when I'm making sure that I actually, meet said requirements. So the idea I had for this was basically to have a roof like this. That was the whole reason I built my house this way, because I kind of like the idea of these 2 half-gabled roofs, which are a little off kilter due to these lines, but then still meeting in the middle here. I thought that'd look neato. Neato, burrito, banana, fana, fofito. And let's make sure that they are... Okay, so you've got to come down a wee bit more. Or you need to go up a wee bit more. And we'll go to the down. And I think I gotta use the Alt, so I can just nudge a wee bit. And that is good. I have this rounded porch here because I thought it would look cute with the hard angles of that. And we'll go ahead and do the floor plan. My super creative floor plan. Okay, so walls up, porch up, roof up. We are at 3,790 simoleons. Does anyone know the exchange rate for simoleons to, like, any real world currency? Because I'm super curious how that works. Because I think I, in real life, would have a very difficult time finding a house that was worth less than $10,000. Granted, it's supposed to be a challenge here, too. But I think you know what I mean. It just seems like the exchange rate is very not what I would expect, probably. Okay, what kind of colors should I do for this place? Because I want to make sure when I'm getting to the end of my budget, I'm not worrying too much about things like wallpaper. Okay. I'll do brick on the outside. It's yellow brick. That looks pretty. It goes well with the sort of dark wood idea I have for the porch. And one day I'm going to remember to put down the foundation before I set up the floors, but apparently today is not that day. Let's see. I greatly prefer the ones that don't have the big ledge overhangs. So we'll do a pop of blue. That sounds pretty. And I missed a room. There we go. There we are. It's very nice. So for the porch, let's go ahead and do this guy. Should I go darker wood? Do I want to go looking for a whole bunch of darker woods? There we go. That's a porch. Now my fence doesn't match. This probably should not be my top priority. In fact, I can almost guarantee this should be my top priority. And yet, here I am. Yeah. Man, I'll worry about it later. Okay, so now we're going to set up some doors. I really do think I need to Of all of the cheap doors, this is the prettiest looking. And since we got the blue foundation, we'll do a blue door. That'll be that little pop of color to go with the more neutral bits. And let's see. Super glad that these Parenthood windows aren't very expensive. They really lend themselves to this plan of not spending a whole lot of money to make a pretty house. So since I got 4 there, and then I'll do these 3 ones right here because it's 6 on both sides. I counted it just to be sure. And then the other room is a bathroom, so I'm not going to worry about windows there as much. And as for doors, the bedroom in here will have an archway. Since the windows will look black from the inside, so I probably shouldn't base it on that. I'll do white for now, just because it's so easy to change. And then bathroom door can be... Why is the door of Dinge worth more than this beautiful painted door? Should I have a painted bathroom door? Yes, because it's cheaper and prettier. So all around, a better idea. And I'll probably just have the same floor across the inside. Maybe this basketball flooring. We'll do it in this sort of birchy color. I don't know if birch is the right word for that wood. I mix up a lot of that sort of terminology. And for the inside, do some wallpaper. That sounds fun. How long has this been here? Is that new? That doesn't look familiar. That's really interesting looking. Not necessarily what I need right now, but I'm going to remember that. Oh, the newspaper mostly stays... What would I do like that? Let's see. Worn stripes. I think worn stripes is a fun... I wish there was a version that was not worn. Because I don't like the striped splendor because I don't like having the top one. I just want the bottom. I just want the bottom. That one's pretty. So yeah, that one will work in there. And actually it's got the white trim at the bottom, so I made a good call on the doors with that in mind. It's like I knew I was going to do something great, and then I did. I should have more faith in myself. Okay, that's not a bad start. And we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Let's get some roofing up in here. There, a little bit of blue. And let's update that trim a little bit to match the porch. Okay, it's not the worst looking house I've ever seen. I gotta be a little less hard on myself. Okay, so when I'm making this, I'm going to need to have bathroom stuff, kitchen stuff, living room stuff, and bedroom stuff. Stuff. So we'll start with the bed, because I like beds. See, the Mod Pod Sleeper is probably going to be the best starting option, because the whole idea of this challenge is it's a starter home, and that you are going to eventually get your sim doing all this cool stuff so they can upgrade their own home. So I don't need it to be fancy right now. It can be a starter home. Okay, so no one's bringing home any dates to this bed, but actually the used futon is cheaper. More, but it's uncomfortable. So's that. Yeah. Bigger bed, no bigger bed. Let's do the bigger bed, because at least there's the option of bringing someone home. Though granted, it's up against the wall, so I don't know how great that's going to work out. Can I get against this wall? Nope, door's in the way. So yeah, I'm going to... Well, I just keep guessing everything. I'm great at this. I'll leave it big just because I can't buy that much furniture anyways, so it'll help fill the space a little more if I can do that. And I'd like it if I could put a little dresser of some sort in here. It's a little cheapy one. $4.90. I wish they were always in alphabetical in words. There's not any one-panel ones that aren't more expensive. $6.15 versus $4.81. That doesn't seem right. Well, I guess you're not getting a dresser. If you want to change your clothes, you're going to take a full-on shower. Or I guess use a mirror. Mirror might be a better option for right now. So, just want to get one. There. And you're good. That's what a bedroom looks like. I'm going to focus on the bathroom. Cheap potty. I'm definitely going to need some curtains. That's a nice big exposed bathroom. And I'm going to want to do just a basic shower. Because again, if they don't like it, they can fix it later. Actually, I can probably make this a little smaller. Let's see. Have you here. And you can be next to it. Because everyone likes peeing right next to their shower. And then the sink can go right here. And a little mirror there. Alright, I'm at 6,000. What do I still need? So my kitchen setup and my living room setup. I like this nice little 3. Okay, should the kitchen be... kitchen could really work in either one. I'll put the kitchen in here. Walking into the kitchen makes a little more sense to Emily. So we'll go with you because I think you will look nice. And so it says I need to have at least 2 kitchen counters. I'm not sure if it's counting corner pieces when I say that. I'll give you a pink fridge. And let's see, is it cheaper to put up a sink or... Okay, so it's $120 for that, $125 for that. So it is cheaper to put up a sink. But also look a little nicer if I can do it that way. It's not like I'm too close to the edge quite yet. And the oven can go right here. I'm trying to avoid the used ones because they're just a little bit worse. And they don't look as pretty, and prettiness is extremely important when you're building a house. Even a house that you expect people to eventually make replacements on. And I'll put my trash can right over here. Use that there Alt key. Haha! And that's what a kitchen looks like. And while not... Okay, so what I have left is a dining room setup and at least a sofa. Probably should try to at least get some kind of entertainment thing as well while I'm at it. So... I like the... It's $45 more, but I like it. And there's only one person living here, but that doesn't change the fact that occasionally someone might come over. But it does affect the fact that the doors and it can't work there. So, guess we're doing it like that. Let's see. How do you arrange? Let's go with that. And then a sofa. Does a couch... Is a love seat the same thing as a sofa? I'm gonna say, for the sake of, you know, fitting things in here, that yes, it is. Okay. So I'm going to want some kind of TV. Well, I guess I don't need a TV. But I got $2,000 to spare, so what's the cheapest TV cost? That's a cheap TV. But 'twill work. Let's see, it's probably a better way to do this. That doesn't, like, completely block off. Let's see. Can this fit on, like, an end table? Because if so, that'd be much easier for me. It cannot. Let's see, is there any really tiny coffee tables? There we go. It's not ideal, but 'twill work. Let's see. Scoot you out here. Okay, you can go outside until I get this figured out. Put you at an angle. And put you at an angle. But then there's no room for that. That was a bad idea. So we can do that. You can return from your timeout outside. And there, now you can at least fit there. So let's see. Got at least one sink. We actually have 2 sinks. We have a toilet. We have a shower or bath. We have a dining table, a chair, at least 2 kitchen counters, a stove, a fridge, a trash can, a bed, and a sofa. So now that I've hit the minimum, I can focus on using this last 1,000 or so, making the house a bit more something. I want to put a plant in the bathroom. No, wait. Lights. I really don't want to have a house that's super dark at night. That'd be bad. I mean, I guess it's not too bad because nighttime is when you're sleeping anyways. And make them yellow because it's a bright and cheerful house with bright and cheerful people in it. And then you will go in here. And you will go in here. Okay, so I'm not going to have as much money as I thought I did. I'm also going to want to put some curtains because those, even though technically Sims aren't going to be looking in the windows, it still makes me just a little bit uncomfortable. So, here's the curtains. Let's see. I know the ones I like. They tend to be like these really big drapey ones. But among other things, they don't really work that great for. So, what to do? Do I have any, like... Yeah. You're interfering with my plans. Okay, that works. How much are you? 210. More than I wanted to spend, but not necessarily too expensive. I'm not as worried about the other rooms. It's just the bathroom. That's the only one that kind of creeps me out a little bit. To have that small. But I suppose I could... Why... I'm going off on a tangent that I'm not even prepared to go in. So we'll spend $40. Put that there. So I got 400 left. I'm thinking maybe I should focus that one. Excuse me. Thinking maybe focusing that 400 on the outside a little bit. Just because that's the first thing you see about a house is it's outside. And everyone knows it's what's on the outside that matters. I need a mailbox. That's technically not listed in the requirements, but I do need one. I think I also need a trash can. So we'll go with this little guy. Make him blue. That's cute. Cute as heck. And for a trash can, you're the cheapest one, so you will do. And since it doesn't cost any money, you can use some terrain paint. Blur that a little bit. Make you smaller. Go a little bigger than that. So lovely. A thing that I understand, and yet also do not understand about Sims, is how much it costs to make your Sims homes look overgrown. Let's scoot this a little bit. That's better. Like, if I wanted to have, like, a whole bunch of grass growing everywhere, that would cost me so much. That'd be a very expensive home. That seems a little silly. And there we go. Getting really close to that. So let's see. There's a little patch of flowers to make me happy. There's a little patch. That might be a little much to ask for. Here, we'll Do some proud pansies. Shift click a little. Nah. This is probably me being silly with money. Let's see if we can have just one little outdoor decorative thing. Will this be too much? This will probably be too much. Okay, that would go over just a little bit. You won't. Let's make that bright yellow. Oop. There you are. Okay, so 9922. Still got 80 to spare. Let's move you a little closer here. Is there anything I'm missing? Let's see if any microwaves I can afford. It's good to have the microwaves. There is not a microwave I can afford. Is there a coffee maker? There's not a coffee maker I can afford. Is there anything else? Let's do like one little picture. One little picture somewhere. I like the decals. And also, they think they kind of go with that door. Like the person who has that door would also put a silly little decal like this up. Is it decal or decal or... I don't know, man. Okay. Getting really close to that limit. And we'll just make that big. 9977. Do I have... Let's see. 25 is just a little too much. If I can get something for 23. Well, I guess technically it's an... I guess it's below the cost of 10,000. So I guess I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I want to. We'll put a big old ice cream cone here. Because nothing is cuter than an ice cream cone. Except maybe a cupcake. Cupcakes and ice cream cone have competing levels of cuteness. And for the bathroom. Okay, a life preserver beer is probably not ideal for bathroom decoration. A fishbowl. I can afford a fishbowl. I think I did a fishbowl in one of my builds where I had it like in a few different places. Okay, 9987. I'm so close. And I want to be like as close to it as I can be. I feel like a very dreamy person lives here. Like someone who maybe didn't super duper grow up all the way. Okay, 97. I don't think we'll find anything for 3 simoleons. I think like the things that aren't 0. We can do that. Let's do it. And we'll put... Okay, so these $1 ones. I don't have any pets, so it might be weird to have them. Yeah, it would be weird. What about the clutter? No, I don't have any clutter for less than... That's a $20 houseplant? That's expensive. How are you $25? Or simoleons? See, that's why I don't understand the simoleon to dollar conversion rate. Things are simultaneously very expensive and very cheap. I should get rid of some of my decorations so I can put some kind of rug out. I'll put a rug here. Doesn't really look like a welcome mat. Nor does that. That's a welcome. Those are tiny welcome mats. There we are. That's a welcome mat that actually looks like a welcome mat. Okay, I'm a little over, so let's get rid of another one of our decorations. Still over by 2. All my cute decorations have to go away now. Or I can replace my fridge and stove with the cheaper alternatives. I should do that just so I can get... Let's see, how much cheaper are they? Like almost a few hundred. I'll do that just so that maybe I can make this look nice. Because that's sort of supposed to be the challenge, is having a house that looks nice. And I don't think those detract too much. And they can just be the first things you upgrade. Because now I've got like 400 more to work with. I could put actual pictures up in this house now. I'm living in a world I never thought possible. And I want to put a plant somewhere. I like plants. I like plants a lot, guys. I'm keeping that decal there, though. I like it. So, let's see. Oh, you already have a plant there. And you are in the way there. Oh, this room doesn't give much extra space. There we go. And actually, let's just make you big. There. No one can tell the difference. That just looks like a little potted tree. Looks nothing like a tiny shrub made big. Let's put up some actual picture type deals. Stuff that looks nice. Like this looks nice. I don't know why I'm a sucker for the buns of envy. Just something about it looks really nice to me. Along with the beauty through the eye of the beholder. Beauty and madness. That looks nice there. And that one looks nice there. Let's... And you can go there. You're technically also decal, but you look nicer than the other ones I had up. And now at 10,002 again. Ah! No decal. Why are you such an expensive decal? There, 992. And I'll get like one $5 decal. Oh, this one looks kind of nice. Actually, screw grown-up decorations. Let's just put this here. I can't put that there? Can't intersect with... It's a decal. It's supposed to intersect with walls. Yeah. Let's Control Z that. Of course, I put you up. But not the bed. Guess beds are special. So then I'll get rid of that decal and replace it with giant leaf. I want to be closer than this. Apparently it's those last couple dollars that are the hardest. Let's see. Do some rugs. So that when you get out of bed in the morning, your tootsies aren't super cold. And then one here. I should see if I can get a range hood. Or maybe some cabinets. Maybe cabinets are a thing I should buy. How much do cabinets cost? See, 95 each. So if I get rid of this rug, I can get a single cabinet. Is it worth it? I do need a place to put my things. Being a sim in a magical sim universe doesn't necessarily mean I don't have things or to put them places. This one, however, is not super expensive, despite being huge. Okay, so I want those. 2 at least. And then I'll get a wall shelf, and then I'll go through and delete some decorations to justify it. There. How much are the wall shelves? 45. Let's just do wall shelves. Yeah. I mean, it's not the most grown-up looking, but it'll work. Now I gotta get rid of 37. How much do you cost? 45. Now I'm back at 8 left. Ugh, can I just like auto sort by price? Wouldn't that be just dandy? Box of tissues is 25 simoleons. That's so much for box of tissues. I can do my destroyed home stuff for free now. I remember them updating that and thinking that makes sense. Is there a different color for Wii? There's not. So close. I'm so close. That orange does look good in the bedroom. Oh well. Let's see. Let's bring this a little closer. Come a little bit closer. You're my kind of home. So big and so strong. Don't bulldoze a lot. That was the wrong button. I meant move this one. There's not really any reason to be so far away if I'm not doing better landscaping about it. And we'll bring you here. Okay. See if we can find a fence I like a little bit better that's still in the $25 range. So let's see, 20. That's the one that starts off 26s. I wonder how it looks with white, like just a white accent. Weird. I feel like that looks odd. The blue might work, since I got the blue accent in the foundation already. Let's see. That doesn't look as weird. And maybe we can even get this out here. There. You empty your trash. The trash cans are literally just separated by a wall. That sounds about right. So that was my under 10K challenge. As far as challenges go, this is probably one of the shorter ones, since getting under 10K by its definition isn't going to be super extravagant. Let's see, what should I call this one? I'll call you something. We'll go bright on the inside. There we go. So we got bright on the inside. A cute little starter home for less than 10,000 simoleons that you can do things with. Specifically, you can replace it with better stuff because you get more than 10,000 simoleons to start with. Or maybe you want to invest those 10,000 simoleons. Either way, I'd say this is a pretty decent. It's my first time doing a sim build challenge, and I don't think I did awful at it. I could probably talk about more interesting things than the act of building the house, but you know what? I'll get better. It's actually one of the things I like about Sims is that you keep doing it and keep getting better. So this will be the part where I show off pictures of the house. I can't actually see them right now, but I'm going to imagine they're beautiful. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Ooh, so pretty. I'm sure these future photos are just lovely. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Take care.